The California Law Revision Commission was established about 70 years ago as an independent state agency. The purpose of this commission is to assist the legislature and the governor in reviewing and making suggested reforms to state statutes. The commission itself conducts numerous studies on an ongoing basis. They look closely at California state statutes and they recommend needed reforms to these laws. The Law Revision Commission is comprised of 7 members, and those commissioners are appointed for 4-year terms by the governor. And of course, there's advice and consent of the Senate, meaning they're confirmed by the members of the state Senate. In addition, there's 1 state senator appointed and 1 assembly member who's appointed. And then the Legislative Council for the state of California is an ex officio member of the commission. The commission again reviews California statutes, but also California appellate court decisions. Their effort is to discover any defects or anachronisms in the law and to make recommended legislative changes. Beginning in 2020, there's also in state law a committee on revision of the penal code. And that committee has 5 separate members appointed by the governor, plus a state senator and a state assembly member. And again, these 5 committee members are separate and apart from the 7 commissioners. Both the committee members and the commissioners are paid just $100 per diem rate plus expenses, so they're not salaried positions. While the commissioners choose one of their colleagues as the chair of the Law Revision Commission, the governor selects the chair of the Committee on Penal Code Revisions. The commission also selects an executive director and appoints any professional clerical or other types of assistants or their staff as may be necessary for them to carry out their work. In addition, the California State Library provides research and information. And actually, under state law, all state agencies are required to provide any information and reasonable assistance that the commission requests when it researches or requests any data. Also, the State Bar Board of Trustees is required to assist both the commission and the committee in their work. Now, there are some limitations. For example, the commissioners and the committee members and their staff are prohibited from engaging in any political or lobbying activity. The commission is charged by statute to do 4 things. And also, again, as I've mentioned, to examine the common law and statutes of the state as well as judicial decision, but also to receive and consider any proposed changes in the law that are recommended by the American Law Institute, ALI, or the National Conference of Commissioners on Uniform State Laws, or any bar associations or other similar bodies. Also to receive and consider suggestions from any judges or justices or public officers, lawyers, and even the public generally regarding any defects in the law. And then to recommend from time to time any changes in the law that the commission itself deems necessary in order to modify or even eliminate any antiquated or inequitable rules of law, and to bring the law of our state into harmony with modern conditions, as the commission says. Also, the commission is supposed to recommend the repeal of any statute that's been held to be unconstitutional by the US Supreme Court or the California Supreme Court. Both the Law Revision Commission and that Penal Code Revision Committee are both required by law to submit reports and recommendations to the governor as well as the legislature. And the commission itself compiles a report every 2-year legislative session that contains a calendar of the topics that they've selected for commission review and study. Also, both the commission and the committee members are required to confer and cooperate with respective legislative committees on any proposed revisions to the law. These two entities are also allowed to cooperate with bar associations or other entities around the state that are appropriate for dealing with. The commission is required to operate in public, so all of their public meetings are open. They also post the official minutes on their website as well as any decisions that the commission makes in its meetings. There's also a formal process for the California Law Revision Commission to utilize when they're considering and approving any recommendations to change the laws of the state. So basically, the commission makes a preliminary decision on a law that's been proposed to be changed. And that tentative recommendation then is released to the public, and public comment is welcomed on those proposed changes by the commissioner. After taking these public comments into account, then a final recommendation is approved by the commission, and it's forwarded on to the governor and the legislature for their consideration. Now, when the Law Revision Commission makes its final recommendation to the governor and legislature, the commission also includes an explanation of the proposed changes along with any comments that accompany the different code sections that they are proposing to change or amend or modify. Now, the commission, according to its website, their recommendations have resulted in changes to over 22,000 sections of the California codes. So by their estimation, about 90% of all of the Law Commission's recommendations have actually been enacted into law in the state of California. The commission also has a searchable index of all the memoranda that they have provided to the legislature and governor, as well as their final reports and recommendations. The provisions regarding the commission and the Penal Code Committee are found in the California Government Code, sections 8280 to section 8298.